rush on to attempt the extra point. And this will... This is taken at his 4. Shot at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Pretty move. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
How well are they?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jaleel Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Wilson. He's going to go up top for the hit. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think for your own team, instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense. On this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The play fake to Murray. Now Bradford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his second sack of the night. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
It's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Robinson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
And he will score. Touchdown.